Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us right here on Midday, Kentucky, everyone. And before I get started, I was in Montana, as everyone knows. Hello. But I'm just saying you're going to say this, hello, Curtis, because he's the lead chief meteorologist in Montana. And we used to work together in Utah. And I said to him when he was doing the news, what, you can't call me out when you're doing the news? That your mate's here? So Curtis, hello from Lexington, Kentucky.
Hello, Curtis.
We'll just record that and send that to him.
Send that to you,
and
Curtis.
say, now call us back.
Yes.
Hey everyone, happy holidays.
Yeah.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
How are you?
I'm doing
Can
great.
I just reach over and fix up your necklace?
Sure, thank you.
You're twisted.
Oh,
Keep you-
thank you.
gotta keep you
Thank
And that's
you.
not the necklace.
Just twisted.
How are you?
I'm doing
Did
great.
you have a nice break?
Yes, I did.
Good.
Very relaxing. Had a great time.
Good.
Yep.
And you? I heard you got good presents from your mother.
That's right.
She's still giving
Rita
us,
takes
see?
care of me. That's
Still
right.
give.
Break. Lisa, did we have a break? We've been running things since Troy had a break.
I know. Seriously.
Well, hold
like,
on. Can we just get a
somebody
shot
had
on
vacation.
this? Running things.
Okay, train wrecking. Maybe
Yeah,
I don't
we
know.
have
It
been
was something
having-
like that.
Yeah,
Hey,
we're
guys,
here.
I wanted to show you, because you also said on the show you didn't see me doing any skiing. Well, I was skiing, but I just want to show you some of the pictures. Have you all been to Montana?
No.
This is the balcony, okay? This is how cold it was, everyone. This is the balcony where I was staying up in the hills where I had no cell service. I could get Wi-Fi, but just skip these pictures
So
along
say
a
what the
little bit.
temps were again.
Minus 20. This is me on the ski slopes. Okay, there was no one there.
But
no
see,
one.
we can't see
Oh, I
you.
love it.
So
Well,
that's not proof.
Well, I didn't want to show you a picture of me because I looked appalling. I didn't shave. I looked like a mountain man from Montana, let me tell you. But look how stunning this looks.
Oh, it's
and
gorgeous.
I've
Beautiful.
skied just about everywhere, and Montana was absolutely stunning. Now, of course,
look
this
at
is
the
where I
ice.
was having a wee little lunchtime drink while I was skiing.
Little juice.
That's
keep warm.
outside. Can you look at that? The snow right up to the window.
Wow.
I mean, it looks like you all got some heavy snow.
Dude, I cannot tell you how heavy the snow was. It was absolutely stunning.
Was it great skiing snow?
You know what? And it was not just great. Oh, yes, very powdery.
Yeah.
Very powdery. But also, me and my buddy Curtis and his girlfriend came up, and we had, a homeless Christmas. But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
just three of us. And we went out on Christmas Eve and had a little bit too much to drink. But you ready for this? I was home by 7 p.m. That's how much I can't hold my liquor. Do you know what I
He's like, I'm
mean?
wild. Let's go. Got a good night's rest.
And I said to Curtis, we went to a wine bar at 5. Dinner was at 6.
Home
I
by
had finished
7.
and dinner, and the drive home's 15 minutes. So,
Did you wake up at home? You're like, oh.
No, I woke up with a hangover. And I said, are we going skiing? It was Christmas Day. And he said, I think you're a little bit hungover, TT.
We'll take our time.
I went, I got you. I got
Yeah.
you. Okay, so that's I just wanted to
I'm
share
glad he
that
took
with you.
care of you.
Yeah.
Glad you all had fun.
I want to just tell you about this, okay? This is something that was going on in Japan. As the sharing economy booms, I should say Chinese people have rented bikes, umbrellas, and even sex toys with a quick scan of their phone. And now the country's single women have started sharing a boyfriend.
Smart.
And you go, what? Hundreds of women last weekend flocked to a shopping mall in China trying to hire a handsome date at a price of $11 per hour. Well, it equates to more in yen, of course. 6 bachelors, all 6 feet tall, stood in neon-lit boxes as the mall launched the service. Okay, now it started on December 24. Here's the thing. David asked me, what do you do with the boys? Now, here's the thing. It's not for sex. It's to go shopping with.
Oh, I like that.
And the country is getting more and more women, because back in the day in China, as you know,
Yeah.
you could only have
Like one male, right?
one male, and I think you were allowed to have one female. I can't remember as a child.
Yeah.
But now there's more and more females, and there's not enough men to go around. So the shopping mall, these men that were in the shopping mall, they're the employees of the shopping mall.
I love it.
Okay.
That are dressed up.
That are all dressed up. And let's bring up some of those pictures again. Like, they're good-looking blokes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I
Dressed to
love
a
it.
T.
I love this.
Can
I
I
think
be
it's
honest?
a great idea.
Can I be honest?
Doug.
Look, let's just say, even if it was $30 an hour, I would have a man walk around the shopping centre with me who's good looking, carrying my bags, and I'm sorry, if you're feeling a bit lonely, I'll give you the $30, Lisa. I'll get you a bloke to hold your arm.
Thank you, Troy. I really appreciate
Spoiling
that.
you.
know
Let
what I
me
mean?
talk to Doug first.
I forgot about him.
Doug might
get right
actually
back
be
at
the
it.
one to hire him. He's like, here, go to the mall with Lisa.
Could happen.
That's a
But
good
think
idea.
about it. I just think, let's
Yeah.
just say you're in an area that might be a little bit how you're going, not quite sure of the safety.
Right.
I think it's a great look.
I think it's
am I
awesome.
trying to convince you
Are you-
that this is the right
Troy's
option?
ready. Troy's ready to make the purchase. Do they have Square? Just
No, you
shoot.
swipe your credit card.
Just ready to go.
It's like he pops out of a vending machine, too. Did you see like an ATM?
I don't have an issue
It's
with
like
that.
Look at this.
I know. That reminds me of the show that I did in Australia called 10 Years Younger in 10 Days, where we actually put you in a glass box and the public had to come around and they were interviewed on what they wanted to see changed on your body.
Oh, wow.
So then we did that.
Wow.
And then 10 days later, we would put you back in the box after you had everything done. And we had those same people come back and say, what do you think? How old are they?
Wow. You know, when you're around Troy
Nice.
Thompson, you cannot be shy.
Yes, that's right. It's all out
Just know
there.
that.
But I don't think it's a great idea. Tell us what you think. You put this up on our Facebook
I did.
page. Okay, so Lisa, let's talk a little bit about things worth paying that little bit of extra money for, because some of these things I agree with.
Yeah, well, you know, we all try to save money
Of
here and
course.
there, but what they're saying is for this new year, you should really concentrate on spending money where you really need to,
Okay.
and not splurging on things that you really don't need. So, for instance, the number one thing was a blazer or a well-made suit.
I agree.
They
Yes.
said that this is absolutely a must. They said that buying a good blazer is important because it's such an easy way to elevate an entire outfit. And so, and it just makes sense. They said spend roughly it could cost you anywhere between $90 to $200. Now, I know
Hold
a
on.
lot of people
Yeah.
that spend a lot more money than that on their suits, but
Well, I did, but they don't fit anymore.
You know, well, especially on a suit, though, like, that's going to be hard to catch.
$90 is a
Yeah, the blazer,
Yeah.
maybe you can find a good sale.
Yeah.
But,
I will tell you though, look, for the guys out there or the girls that are trying to find something for their bloke who, you know, and I mean there's nothing better than a man in a good suit.
Right,
Agree?
exactly. I totally
So
agree.
here's the thing. Now is the time to go into places like Macy's or Nordstrom's.
Yep.
the sales.
Maybe shop online. You might be able to get a suit that was $700 down to $300.
Yeah.
That is the suit you go and
Right.
buy.
he's
Right.
right. He
Don't
is
buy a
right.
suit that's on sale for $90 because
Right.
it's not going to work. And here's another bit of advice. Listen to me.
Listen
I'm
to
glad I'm back.
Preach it, preach it.
Always go and get that suit and have it a little tailored.
Yes.
Go and
Yes.
spend $100 at the tailor. Or
That's-
maybe
that's
$50.
where it counts.
yes,
You're
it
right.
does.
Yeah.
Yep, that's true. Very good, gentlemen.
That's why nothing fits me, because they're so nipped in.
I'm about to take a suit.
The next one are tires. They said do not skimp on your tires for
I
your
can't
car.
give advice on this.
They said that they generally, and they said that price isn't really going to equate to better quality.
Brand?
Or brand, yeah. They said really do your research and investigation on what are the best tires for your car.
What's the next one?
The next one is pet insurance. I thought this was interesting
Ooh,
because
yes.
I had a lab that had diabetes. Later in her life, she was diagnosed with diabetes, cost us a fortune.
Yeah.
And if we would have had pet insurance, it would have significantly saved us
But I
money,
wonder how
even
much
from
pet
the beginning.
insurance is.
I think it's like
25
It's
a month?
$25 a month.
I think we're
On
going to
the
get
average.
this year.
On the average.
You got a pet?
Yeah, I've got 2 dogs, and one was really sick over Christmas.
Yeah.
And he's doing better, but last time he was sick like that, cost us $1,300.
Well, and what they said, and that's a good point, what they said was if you are willing to spend the money for an expensive surgery, like that type of a cost for a surgery for your pet, then to go ahead and get the
Get the
pet
insurance,
Yep,
yeah.
they
Right.
said it'll
Next.
pay off in the long run. The next one is a supportive desk chair. I think
Yeah.
that makes sense. If you're sitting at your
Yes.
desk all day, you need support for your back. And the last one is a good education.
Well,
Spend the
some
money.
people can't afford to pay it off after they get it.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of they get you.
This was kind of the one that I was kind of like.
I don't
"Ah,
believe
you
in
know,
that.
I do believe in educating yourself, whether it comes from college, whether it comes from a university, whatever the case might be.
Right.
I just think furthering yourself, in your own.
But you
personal
also
education.
don't need a college degree to get ahead. Look,
That's
because
true,
I
that's
believe
true.
it. I
Yep.
did not go to college.
Yeah.
Was sent to boarding school, failed miserably. I was too busy, worrying about everything else and actually learning.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
also
were
think
bad,
you have an
Troy.
incredible life if you learn your life skills.
Right.
Once you learn them, then you can continue to learn later in life.
Right.
There is lots. I've learned stuff from being here in Lexington. You know, doing shows and,
Doing the show.
and meeting people, and I'm
Right.
still learning every day.
Right. That's how I
Yeah.
feel too.
Yeah.
So that was the
I
last
know.
one.
We teach every day.
Try.
Okay. Okay. Now, this is a really interesting topic that's hit the way. Tell us all about it.
Well, smoking marijuana, it's basically been on a rise, especially in pregnant women in California. A new study found that basically they published in the Journal of American Medical Association, the use of medical marijuana has gone up between the records of 279,000 women residing in California who were on the Kaiser permanent test of, it's a healthcare system service, that the rise has gone up almost 5% in California.
Wow.
That's incredible.
So,
The question is, should we be smoking marijuana whilst pregnant?
definitely not.
no.
Because,
Well, but we know that.
Right.
Okay, we get
Right.
that part.
Well, and
but
they-
why?
But why do they think it's okay to be
It's-
smoking marijuana when you're pregnant?
really, they think, and you know, this is all theoretical. So the group that has studied this, the American Medical Association, has said because they've gotten marijuana recreational, now people feel like it's less abusive or it's less harmful.
Less harmful.
Yeah.
So, but
so they think it's
not.
more like drinking a glass of wine, maybe if
Yeah,
you're
but-
pregnant, or which is not recommended
you
either.
still wouldn't want to do that
but it's
while you're
like
pregnant.
right, exactly.
What are some of the issues you were telling me about that?
Well, preterm labor is a big one. Lisa and I were talking
Yeah.
about that. Fetal growth restrictions, so your baby not really maximizing its potential. Low birth weight, and even stillbirth. So these are big things where so many women, and this study was really found that women under the ages of 24, that's who it's affecting the most.
Here's the thing, okay? No one can tell you what to do with your body.
Right.
Agree? It's yours. Okay? And I think that's your choice. If you want to be drinking or doing drugs or whatever, we can help to support you not to do that. But I also think, where does that come into? Is there a law? I don't think there is, that if you're caught doing drugs, or are you affecting the child, and is there a law protecting that child? I don't know. It's something that I would like to delve into more
Yeah.
and find out
Yeah.
from a lawyer. But I also think to myself, at what costs, as a woman who's
Right.
having a baby, would put on the system
Right.
when you have that baby,
Exactly,
because the baby
exactly.
is undernourished, or you know, there are issues.
Absolutely.
So I think there's some responsibility.
There's total
Oh.
responsibility. That's how I feel. I mean, it's, yes, no one can tell me what to do with my body,
Yeah.
but myself. I mean, you have to have common sense. You can't be doing drugs. It's just not, you've got to think of someone other than yourself. You've got a child in there that's
Yeah.
growing. It's going to be born with birth defects for sure.
Yeah.
In one way or another, it's going to affect that child in one way or another.
David, what I find really interesting about this study, it went from 2009 to 2016,
Yeah.
from 4.2% to 7.1%.
And I think
growth.
that is a lack of education for younger women. That's what, because you said it was in
Right.
women that were under the age of 24, is that
Correct.
right? So to me, that's complete lack of education for those women.
Well, we've also seen this,
Specifically.
though, really rise in those years from marijuana
Being
going and
legalized.
becoming
Yes.
recreational.
But is
Yes.
it education? I don't
I don't think
have
it's
to be honest
education
with you.
either.
See, I think it is. I think that they need to be fully aware of what they're doing to their bodies. I feel like it's such a me generation.
It's the same thing as someone picking up a can of beer or
A
smoking
cigarette.
a cigarette.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
The information's there.
But
Is
they
that
don't,
an
I mean, it's
excuse?
printed on the can or the cigarette box, but it doesn't mean that they're actually seeing it in real life. You know what I mean? Seeing it in real life is
Right.
much different than reading it
Holding
on a piece
the
of
Well, I
paper.
also think it's a
seeing
real
it in
cop
commercial.
out. I'm not
Yeah.
you're saying, well, I didn't know. Well, come on, people.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
We've known about
Yes.
marijuana since you were probably in year 7 at school.
Just
Right.
affecting your body, though, while
Yeah,
you're pregnant.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
it
crazy.
is.
It is.
Tell us what you think. Head over to Midday Kentucky's Facebook page and they tell us what you think about
Yeah.
that topic and all the others. Hey, up next, Clark Regional Medical Centre is talking all about how they have their patients' care at the Clark Regional Medical Centre. Plus, it's all about cacti, everyone. See you after the break.